So just a quick foreword. There are a ton of problems with this system that I figured out in the end, but they're mostly to do with these bloody buckets and this 4mm tubing not being large enough. So keep that in mind. Don't just rush out and buy the stuff in the first half of the video, and enjoy. Welcome back to Hoochos. Today on Hoochos, we're gonna build this. This is a gravity reservoir fed, self-refilling, wicking, triple pot hydroponic system. Let's get to it. Now, this is the triple pot system, or pot in pot in pot system that Dr. Kratky has championed over on his YouTube channel. I'll add a link in the description and at the end of the video. Go and check it out. It's full of really useful information and actual statistics of his experiments, which is fantastic. And I'd encourage everyone to go over and give it a view. So, what you'll need to build this system: a drill, some hose fittings and a bulkhead fitting with a tap on it, 4mm barb tees to adapt your 4mm tubing, and a 4mm drill bit so that you can plug that tubing into your external pots. And you'll need a master float valve box, which is just some kind of rectangular container that's light proof. Now, for the pot in pot or triple pot system, we're going to use 200mm growers pots within 300mm growers pots, and they just fit into each other like so. And then 300mm growers pots into these 16-litre multi-purpose flexible tubs. Now, they just fit straight into the tubs like so. Now, you can go bigger, however, the snugger the fit, the less light's going to get in the top. So I found that these tubs work really well with this 300mm pot. Whether the roots explore around the tub on the inside, we'll see. I may recommend larger external pots in the future once we've tested this system out. You'll also need an external reservoir, however large you like it. I'm going to use a 20-litre bucket that I'm going to adapt with this bulkhead fitting onto some PVC garden hose, which is light proof. Let's get to drilling the holes in the buckets, and then I'll set it up and explain how the system works. So first of all, we're going to take our drill bit that's the same size as the outside diameter of your 4mm tubing, and we're going to drill a hole in our external pot or bucket. So you want this to go as low as possible without damaging the integrity of the bucket itself. And try and make it a nice clean hole, like so. We'll thread it through the hole that we've made, like that. And then we're just going to use a barbed tee to push into the end, and that'll expand the 4mm tubing so that it creates a seal on the internal pot wall. Use a T and not a straight piece, because when your pot goes in, you don't want the pot to sit flush with the end of your 4mm barb and block the flow of water. And with a T, you get 2 extra holes. So if roots go in one side, it won't block as easy as it would with a single. So I've pushed that onto my 4mm tubing, and we can just pull it through, and you've created a watertight seal in the bucket. So I'll now go and do that with the rest of my external pots. All right, now we're also going to do the same for our master float box. So in one end of this, we're going to put 4mm hole and run the tubing from this into our other buckets. And on the other side of this, we are going to put in our float valve. So with the float valve, you want to go as low as possible, because you can always raise this box to raise the height of the water level in the pots. So you can't lower it once the float valve is installed. Only by adjusting this float itself can you lower the level and raise the level. So we're going to install it on its lowest setting, which is realistically about there. We'll tighten it up, and at its lowest point, we'll mark on the box, we'll give a tiny little gap so that we have some room to play with, and we'll drill the hole. So as you can see, this is how far I've installed mine above the bottom of the master level box. And as it fills, it will just go like that. I can adjust this by adjusting the float adjustment screw and tilting the float up and down. Or if I want to raise the level, you could just physically put an object underneath the master level box and it will create a higher water level within your pot system. So as with anything, there's always one hiccup. I've come to the realization that this fitting won't fit the hose fitting that I've purchased. So I'm just using this 13mm BSB fitting that I have lying around to give me that connection. And I'm just gonna use some plumbing tape to seal it up. Voila. Now all our parts are ready to go. We can take it into the grow tent and set it up. So from our master level, we've got a T branching off into two other T's, which will then fill the outside buckets. And just outside, I'm going to place the reservoir, and we'll have our 13mm PVC hose come off and into the master float box. All right, it's all hooked up. Let's fill it up and see how it goes. Okay, so I've run into a couple of things that make me not particularly happy with the system and makes me not want to recommend this design. But I'm going to tweak it. So these buckets, because they are the soft plastic, they're actually, some of them are splitting from me pushing through the barbed T-piece for the 4mm piping, and that's going to leak. That's not good. So I'll use these for something else later, and we're going to replace them with these hard plastic buckets. Now they are taller, but they fit the pot in pot perfectly. So I'm also going to replace this 4mm tubing. I'm unhappy with the way that the water's traveling from the master container through to the bucket system. So we're going to put in T-pieces, but for 13mm tubing at the bottom of our hard plastic buckets. These buckets are also going to have a lot deeper water. So if the roots want to get into that water, that's fine. And if you wanted, you could actually install air stones in this system. So I'm going to drill out 4 of these hard plastic buckets, and I'm going to also empty this out and drill out a spot for 13mm T-piece and tubing to run from the master float level to the other 4 buckets. So this is obviously going to be one of those projects. So I'm just going to do the same again. Instead of 4mm tubing, I'm going to use 13mm flex tube. Now, with the 13mm flex tube, the internal is 13mm. So it's going to either be, well, a Christmas tree bit with 14 or 16mm. So I'm going to try the 14mm first, and I'm going to do it on a bucket, which I have multiple backups for, not this master float switch. So I'm just going to drill a hole in the front of the bucket as close to the bottom as possible and use a 13mm barb T to expand the flex tube within the hard plastic of the bucket. So that was a 14mm, I'm going to the 16mm. And again, just push the T-piece into your poly tube, and you can use the poly tube to pull it out like so. And because we're going to actually have a fair amount of space at the bottom between the bottom of the pot and this tubing, we don't need it to be as close to the wall of the bucket. So I'll just go through and do all the other buckets. Come on. Now we can drill a hole in the master float level control. All right. Now we're cooking with fire. Let's connect it up, see if it works. So I've just raised this box up with, it's actually just a brick of cocoa peat, but, and that's going to bring the level up, hopefully, to about the bottom of those pots that we're going to put in. Like so. Okay, now we've got a water level across the system. We can drop a pot in and see how the water sits just at the bottom of the pot. And now we can drop the second pot in. So a pot in a pot in a pot, and you can see how the media would wick up from the bottom of this halo of media, and you've got this giant moist air gap in the center pot that's allowing the roots to travel down into the moist air and giving the plant a huge supply of oxygen, as well as access to that nutrient, which is actually going to cover the bottom of the pot as well. So the float valve in your master level controller tops up until the water reaches a level, which is across all of the buckets, and it travels through the pipe, not at speed, but it does travel because of the water level, and tops up each individual plant as it utilizes the nutrient, and the nutrient is drawn out of the media, which causes more wicking action to come up through the triple pot system. Okay, now that the system's functioning, finally, here's my beer. We can fill up our, what a mess. We can fill up our double pots and plant the plants. Let's do that. All right, so this is just the 60-40 cocoa perlite mix, and because these are 15-litre containers, so a 200mm pot holds about this much, and I saved that in growing media. So that's a win, and you get the benefits of this system as well. So let's throw these in. And now they'll wick up from below. But I am gonna water the top a little bit. I've already watered these in a tiny bit. I haven't drenched them completely. But let's plant some magic beans. Well, they're just beans. It might be magic. Just gonna push them in. And this is how you can start seeds directly in a hydroponic system. So now we can put a lid on this, set up a time-lapse camera, and see how we grow. Thanks for watching this episode of Hoochos. If you liked it, hit like. If you want to see the time-lapse for this video, hit subscribe, head over to my channel, maybe check out some other videos. Happy hydroponicking! Cheers!